Okay, so as I've said, we're halving our numbers today using our diamond method. So I'm going to give us another number now to look at together. I'm going to put on my board 35.3. So before I start to do anything, I'm going to label my place value so I know what each digit is worth. So I've got my decimal place here. I know these are my tenths, these are my units, these are my tens. And as always, I'm going to blow those numbers up. I'm going to expand them up to see what their full value. I can see I've got 3 in my tens column, so I know that's 30. I've got 5 in my units column, I know that's still 5. And I've got 3 tenths, and I know that I write that as 0.3. So this one's a little bit trickier because I've got odd numbers. And we know that odd numbers don't appear in our 2 times table. So we're going to have to be quite careful here. I'm going to start off with my tens. I can see I've got 30. But I know that 30, I'm going to break this down a little bit more. I'm going to go down to the 10 before, which I know is 20. And I know that to get to 30, I'd need 10. And now I've got numbers that I can divide by 2 more easily. So let's start to divide them. So half of 20, I know is going to be 10. Half of 10, I know is 5. Jumping back up to my units here, I've got 5, which is an odd number. I'm not too sure of my halves of my odd numbers yet, so I'm going to break this one down as well. So I know that the unit before 5 is 4, and I know that I need to add 1 to get back to 5. Now I can work out that half of 4 is 2, and I know that half of 1 is 0.5, thanks to all our work on the bead bar. Now I'm left with 0.3. Now I know that I could add a 0 here to make it 2 decimal places, and I already know that half of 30 is 10 and 5, so 15. So without doing too much work here, I can work out that half of 3, 0.3, is going to be 0.15. So now I've done that, I need to bring them all back together. I'm going to put my columns here, my place value in columns, and I'm going to start to bring my numbers in. So I can see here I've got 110, no tens here, no tens here, no tens here, no tens here, so just 110. Now for my units, I can see I've got 5 and 2, 0 and 0. So 5 and 2 gives me 7. Put in my decimal points. For my tenths, I can see I've got 5 here and 1 here. So I know I've got 6. And I've also got one number, which I haven't accounted for, that's my hundredth. So I'm going to add another column onto my diamond, and I can see that I've got 5 hundredths. So this one was quite tricky, wasn't it? But I can see that half of 35.3 is 17.65. So by breaking my numbers down, I can work out what half of a decimal odd number is.